Move over, Marvel, there's a new MCU in town. The Mattel Cinematic Universe? That's right, with the massive success that is Barbie, the Barbie movie has amassed over $500 million worldwide and projected to make over $700 million at the worldwide box office after this weekend, and Warner Brothers and Mattel want more now because this looks really good for them. What's up everyone, Eric here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Barbie movie and the new MCU, the Mattel Cinematic Universe. So if you like this content, please hit subscribe, become part of the channel, leave a like on this video, and leave your comment down below on what you think about any and all the things we talk about. So let's jump right into this. When it comes to Hollywood success stories, you cannot overlook the massive power that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. At almost $30 billion worldwide, that is incredible. At almost $30 billion worldwide, Marvel has proven to be a powerhouse in the industry and has really reshaped the direction of what kind of movies we get now, and the level of success when it comes to being a blockbuster movie, having so many billion-dollar properties under their umbrella in this franchise. And even with the misses they've had, because there's been some movies that haven't really popped off for them, it doesn't matter because the entire franchise itself manages to keep pushing along and having massive hits under its belt. And so it doesn't look like they're going to slow down anytime soon. I know people talk about like the sky is falling and Marvel is over. I don't see that. I don't see that in the cards for them. I believe they're going to readjust. We're still going to have big movies, but yeah, there's been some misses, but that comes with taking risk and things like that. But you don't get to $30 billion by chance. Like there's obviously some sort of formula they're using on the back end to make sure that these properties are in the best positions they could possibly be. So it seems like Mattel and Warner Brothers want in on that. And with Warner Brothers, it's not really happening when it comes to the DC movies. We're seeing them just flounder all over the place. But it looks like Barbie might change that for Warner Brothers here. It says Mattel execs on the next Hollywood movies, Barbie, Polly Pocket, and Barbie sequels. Now we're going to be talking about the chance of a Barbie sequel here in just a second. But if you've seen the movie, please let me know in the comments what you think about this. It seems to be a very polarizing movie. There's a lot of misinformation and disinformation about Barbie going on out there. Look, I've seen the movie. I think it's absolutely fantastic. If you want to see my full review, it'll be linked at the end of this video. You can go over and check out my thoughts and opinions on all of the bullshit going on surrounding the Barbie movie, because trust and believe, there's a lot of bullshit being said about Barbie. Anyway, we go down here, they're talking about developing some more movies based on popular franchises from toys. Now look, as you can tell, I'm really old. So some of these I've never heard of because clearly they were made, much later. I was already done, playing with toys at that point, but some of these look familiar to me. So let's look at what they have down here, an idea. So they have a Barney movie. That says the iconic purple dinosaur will inspire a live-action film that Mattel had previously described as an A24 type of surrealistic movie. And it goes, any movie that has Barney is not certainly going to be straightforward. We're not making Ted, you know what I mean? Talking about like the Seth MacFarlane comedies or whatever. But surrealistic Barney sounds kind of wild to me. I was never a huge Barney fan, but it's definitely got brand appeal. Then we have Polly Pocket, which I'm aware of, but really don't know the story behind it. So the Emily in Paris, yes, that's how it's supposed to be said. Brenner confirms to Variety that there is a script which she enthusiastically describes as a great script. First of all, they're two of my favorite ladies ever. It's been an amazing collaboration. Lena's so collaborative and rolls up her sleeves and really likes to roll around in notes and listen. She's incredible. So Polly Pocket, look, I don't see Polly Pocket having the same star power as like Barney and Barbie. But maybe, let me know in the comments, you think so? Hot Wheels, and we already know about this one, J.J. Abrams on this one, the top-selling toy in the world, will be brought to life in a film that features cars, monster trucks, and motorcycles. It's supposed to be grounded and gritty, which I don't know how you're going to make Hot Wheels grounded and gritty. Look, I think the success of Barbie is the fact that it is sort of surrealistic and that it doesn't take itself too seriously. So I don't know how a grounded and gritty J.J. Abrams Hot Wheels movie is going to do, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll print money. I don't know. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and this is gonna have Vin Diesel in it, and I don't know, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. What is that story gonna be about? Wasn't there a movie sort of like, I vaguely remember another movie that was supposed to be based on the Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Or maybe I'm remembering something wrong from like the early 2000s. I don't know. I'll check afterwards. Look it up in the comments. American Girl. Now I know about this, but I really don't know any content behind it, like what it's supposed to be. I know it's a series of dolls. Yeah, but they say there's something great in the works for that. Magic 8 Ball. Isn't that a thing that you spin around and it tells you like your future and stuff? It'll be a PG-13 thriller. I mean, maybe you could make it a horror movie. Maybe that's an option for the Magic 8 Ball, some kind of horror movie. Here's one that I recognize, Masters of the Universe. So I know that they canceled a He-Man / Masters of the Universe movie recently. I believe it was a movie. I love the animated stuff. I think the most recent animated stuff is really good, but I heard they canceled that movie that I think was going to be a bad idea anyway. But it says Masters of the Universe, a story around the superhero He-Man, has been in development at numerous homes over the years. Mattel is still hoping to turn the world of the beloved characters into an action-adventure flick that has the potential to explode in a mega franchise. Yeah, Netflix dropped the project. So there we go. It most recently attached filmmaking duo the Nee brothers and West Side Story actor Kyle Allen to star as He-Man. Yeah, I was never super excited about that anyway. It looked like it might not be something for me. Major Matt Mason with Tom Hanks, Akiva Goldsman, and Michael Chabon. Oh, well, I don't know. It's a 1960s thing. I don't know about that one. My other question is this an actual, like, cinematic universe, or is it just a series of movies based on the toys? Are they supposed to be connected together? I don't know. Uno, the top performing card game in the world, now become a movie. What? That sounds awful. Wishbone is a Peter Farrelly movie. The literary Jack Russell Terrier became famous in PBS in the 90s, will now star in his own family-friendly adventure comedy produced by the Dumb and Dumber filmmaker. I don't know, maybe. Matchbox, which is by Skydance, this action movie based on legendary tour cars that were invented in 1953. So, I don't know. I know Hot Wheels and Matchbox aren't the same, but I feel like those are very similar to each other. Then we also have Thomas and Friends, which I have no idea what that's going to be about. I've never heard of that. The World War Z and Monster Balls director will helm a fantasy film based on the children's animated train series. So, is it Thomas the Engine? I don't know. I feel really old there. I'm not sure. I guess that's the talking train. Viewmaster, now that I'm familiar with that because that's a really old toy. Long before VR, there was a picture viewer that was invented in 1939. Oh gosh, I feel really old. Now an adventure film will be based on the classic toy. I don't know how they're going to do that either. Christmas Balloon, not based on a toy, but based on a true story of when Mattel donated toys to help make a young girl's dream come true after she tied the Christmas list to a balloon that was found by a grieving couple who works with the toy company. Okay. Anyway, not sure if this is going to be as much of a cinematic universe as it is just a series of movies based on Mattel products. So look, let me know in the comments if you're familiar with any of those brands. And if you are you looking forward to any of those movies? Now, lastly, before we wrap up this video, let's talk about a Barbie sequel. It's pretty obvious to me at this point, with this movie making estimated over 700 million, it doesn't have to make $1 billion. Look, that's an arbitrary number that has been, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has kind of set that standard for, like, movies. That's a success of a movie or whatever. This movie's already a massive success. It's already made over 500 million, projected to make over 700. It might even get $1 billion. If it has a third strong weekend, it will probably get to $1 billion. But nevertheless, Warner Brothers and Mattel are over the moon about this. I think Greta Gerwig is going to be getting the red carpet treatment. Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and America Ferrera will probably also get a lot of stuff out of this. This movie is doing really well for them, and you would think they're ready to sign on the dotted line for a sequel. However, Greta Gerwig is not planning to make a Barbie sequel right now, and it goes down here to say that at this moment, it's all I've got. I feel like at the end of every movie, like I'll never have another idea, and everything I've ever wanted to do, I did. And this is what she said with the New York Times. I wouldn't want to squash anybody else's dream, but for me at this moment, I'm totally zero. It could go a million different directions from this point, but I think you fall into a bit of a trap if you try and set up the first movie while also planning for sequels. And that's not really a dig. I'm sure some headlines are going to be like, oh, she's anti-DC, anti-Marvel, anti-franchise. I don't think so. I think she just really was trying to make the best possible movie she could make. And from a visionary standpoint, I think she totally succeeded in that. The only issue I have is that if Warner Brothers and Mattel really want to pump out another Barbie movie and she refuses to do it, they will find someone else. And I don't know what that's going to do for the brand, for the franchise. I don't know if it'll be as successful. Also, who's to say that, you know, it would be successful if she does the sequel? It could end up being bad as well. We don't know. Either way, it seems like right now, Mattel and Warner Brothers are all in on this cinematic universe, and they really want to make things work for them because why not? That being said, we're gonna wrap up this video. I do appreciate you guys tuning in, and let me know down in the comments below how you feel about any and all of these things. I'm curious to know what your opinions are. Have you seen the movie? What do you think about all the controversy surrounding it? I personally think it's a bunch of bullshit. Like I said, there's a video of me talking about that. I'll link it here at the end of this one so you can go check it out. But I really hope you enjoyed this. So hit subscribe, hit like down below, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts and opinions. And if you are down for this Mattel cinematic universe, that's pretty much it. I'm out of here. Take care.